name last surviving till the end.
Looks like the signal has finally been given. Hopefully we don't get trolled in this time as we load into Erangel. This is the third match of the day, week 1, day 2 technically, as we load on into Erangel. Lock and load as we go into the pit.
Of course, this is back to the basic map, the first map that every PUBG mobile player will play. And let's look at the flight path for now from military base up to the north side towards Zaki. And of course, thank you to our observers, XCYR and NGEK, Topcast, as well as Zai for bringing us the action.
Wait.
Oh, interesting flight path, but hopefully it will be ended up like a little bit to the east. I have a feeling it will be. Please, will it be? Maybe it ended up in a triangle or the Medusa intersection there between farm, shelter, and Milta.
This is pretty interesting because now we can see right now that last survivors are heading towards military base, and Dingoz isn't going to contest. They were the first to jump out of the plane as well, so everybody knows that there is going to be a squad down at the military base.
Well, that's the rock, paper, scissors that we always talk about. So do you still want to do that or not? And looks like last survivor, they kind of swap it out with Dingoz.
Nobody actually want to drop by on the west side of the map. It's kind of very quiet for Primos and very pure. Usually a couple of teams in Group A will drop by there. And the loot there is quite okay as well, so there you go.
Oh man, I was really hoping that the circle will be in Stalber, not gonna lie.
It's so rare to get a Stalber circle, honestly.
That's true, but it's like, you know what? For PMPL, maybe this time.
Nah, they're gonna deny that entirely. But looking over shooting range, Yoodo and Fredo is already hovering over that. So maybe they will camp this one.
Ooh, what?
What? Wait, Resurgence, they're going with their vehicles. They took it quick and they want to go over, and they've already run down. They're looking for one more. Team Bosskurr is running around that rock, making sure, like, oh, come on, man. Come on, let's not do, we don't want to do this now. It's so early with an early knockdown from one more! Another one!
Iron Pro, now he's in trouble instead. Moki will need to come and save him. Wow, this is some crazy bloodbath happening in early of the game.
Karma hits you bad for Iron Pro, while the rest of ESG trying to find and finish him off straight into the lobby. The first one to be out, followed by another another team just now. FV is also engaging with Axis.
Talk about unlucky there. Oh, but RC, again, this is such an early fight. Nobody has body armor. They just have a bunch of weapons as they start pushing on through. RC want to salvage this situation because this is not a good start. 2 members are down, and Y2K has no meds to protect himself. He has a crossbow. Moki, please get a kill with a crossbow.
Oh my goodness, I mean, this is a crossbow match. First one into the PMPL. I never watched anybody kill somebody with a crossbow before.
I like to see this right now, and crossbows, the advantage is that if you shoot with a crossbow, no one will know where you actually shoot from. So that's actually pretty decent if you can get a long range kill out of that.
Oh.
And Voki tried to snipe it up with a crossbow, but oh, okay, he has another weapon with it, so that's okay then.
Yeah, there you go. ESG being pinned down into this small Harry Potter hut here. And the rest of the team, well, they lost a couple of members, especially Iron Pro, straight out into the lobby, and Brave Bosskurr is nearby as well.
I mean, they got punished pretty hard here. I'm not too sure how Bosskurr is faring up right now, if they got completely wiped or 2 members are actually alive, but honestly, RSG and ESG are not going to be too happy about this regardless.
The thing is, Iron Pro hit one of the members straight away, Karma hits him back. So yeah, I'm sorry for that.
And now I'm wondering if Voki actually has ammunition because he's not reloading there. He needs to find loot right now. Okay, he just got the reload there, probably just got his ammunition up, and he still keeps an eye on the other side, just making sure. But ESG Bravo looks like he may come and do the backstab there, just finding which house actually they are at.
And at the corner of the map, I saw a team NoRecoil. Nope, we're gonna go. Go ahead, have fun. We're just gonna loot more. While the rest of RSG kind of pinned down here, they are not going anywhere because one of them are really low and really in the need of help. while the rest of them quite low in terms of utilities.
Huh, pretty interesting how ESG decide, Bravo, you stay here, we're gonna get the vehicle, we're gonna start moving out, and now
My goodness me.
No, Team NoRecoil
This
here to
is-
spoil the fun.
Oh,
but
no.
the drop
Yeah.
shot. One of them is already down. Voki has taken one. He needs to secure this kill before he goes down. No, remember, there is no utility as Loyo already with a level 2 helmet as well as level 3 body armor. He is one beefy boy.
And Aga now prepping up the grenade. He wants to throw it. He sends it across, but will it hit anybody? Looks like we will need to see later on. But looks like it does hit a little bit there. And Anga looks like they will do that siege there. They're prepping up to going inside. It's at level 2. But Anga, oh no! From the shot, there's still a 9K. Just killing everyone from the other angle.
This is just brutal for those actually duking it. And Bravo is really away from the rest of the team. And we have one more resurgence there. And Voki is trying to be as quiet as he can be. Oh
no!
My goodness me! Pamburu just joining the fray as well in a super light fast speed.
He was able to get revived by his friend, gets a vehicle, goes back down, and now is going for another revive. This is not turning out as well as RSG thought.
Oh, not good at all. Voki now all alone there in the house. He's totally surrounded by 2 different teams. Totally outnumbered. They can actually go for the rush onto Voki and get that kill and just get this over with.
This is apartment, not the apartment of death. Where everybody just died here. Almost 3 teams died here. Oh my goodness me. Look at that. Voki is really in a hot spot where we have Suprolan trying to cook the nades. But the rest of team NoRecoil, on the other hand, already stocked up a bit because they were from another compound just hoping to flush this area wiped out.
Yeah, and considering how the early game went, I'm surprised that both ESG, ESG is able to win this out. RSG, on the other hand, really is struggling here. Team NoRecoil already lost 2 members because of the ESG flank on top of the RSG trade-off, but this is not looking good.
Not looking good indeed for Voki. Even if he jumps out, he will bump into the other team. If he goes out, but he's just locked down. But this is the dilemma that I can see from Stewart and his teammate. If they go in, they lose one person. Yeah, they get to kill Voki. But then again, ESG can rush in and wipe them all out. So it's a really big dilemma here for these 2 teams.
Look at that, NoRecoil gonna rush in, and this is really a big news for Resurgence because once they drop out of this game and there's only Voki left, they got themselves last placement with no whatever placement position points. That's gonna drag them the whole rankings towards maybe even on page 2.
Oh boy, that's actually really scary. But honestly, considering how this is, oh wait,
Oh,
hold
look,
up,
look,
he got into, he found it. Oh no, he takes a couple. He gets
no
shot.
way.
He's forced to go back into the compound here as Stewart.
Stewart heard it! The moment he saw the answers for the bug is just now, I cancel this one now. Goodness me! Oh my goodness, how can Voki get out of this debacle? That's really smashing him in all corners.
Oh, that was the only way out. That was his only hope. But still at 9K, he was really prepared for that. It was almost like, I'm going to leave that vehicle there just so that you get baited by it. But there you go. Joke's on you.
Oh my, Resurgence, they got karma straight head on while looking with no equipment. Imagine if there's one more team happen to pass by here.
Oh no.
Oh.
And it just means that another team is honestly going to get tied up to deal with it because, again, it's a stalemate between ESG and Team NoRecoil.
Hold that thought for a second because they are not really stocked up here. You know they haven't been moving since the first drop ever when the game started.
Absolutely, it's going insane. All the other teams, they are just doing their thing. If anyone comes by with that invite from any of these teams, all of them could be just done. Maybe one of the teams should just leave this place. Maybe NoRecoil should, or anyone should just leave and go loot somewhere.
But how can they? If anyone walks up ESG and even the last minute, Volky is like, nah, you're staying right here. That's my escape car.
But we're looking at the migration of a circle next. They are really duking for the mid or the central of a circle for H2O, EVOS as well as Axis. They got the best position as ever they can be. But question is, Axis had the same fate for the last one. Can they hold the middle of the circle once more?
Yeah, we do see here Voki say, but looks like, Team NoRecoil. They listen to the casters. They listen to me. There you go, guys.
Sign an agreement of peace now.
I-
It's a truce. It's a truce. Everybody just back off, and we go and loot, making sure nobody gonna pass by, and then everybody dies.
I'm the voice of truth here.
Yup, it's just we cool. All right, we're gonna go ahead. But this leaves ESG thinking, all right, two people are out of here. Is Volky still in? Oh no! With the smoke being popped, I think ESG already know that. Okay, there's a couple people left. I don't know how many exactly, but we're just gonna have to see if they want to go for the rush.
Do you think that's wise for Resurgence just now? If only he didn't pop that smoke, maybe they have no clues. Oh, wait for ESG. I'm gonna cancel that one now. Yeah, there you go. I kind of question if he didn't smoke that, he didn't pop that smoke, right? Can he actually just get away from it?
Well, it's going to be very tough. I think still ESG has everything covered, so he's definitely not going to get away for it. Especially ESG, they know they have the numbers. They can rush in. They could probably like, okay, you can knock one of my guys, but we got two others who can take you out. So to me, it's a no-brainer. They can just take that kill.
No, the thing is, the moment that the rest of Team NoRecoil backed off, they thought nobody is there in that compound anymore. But the moment Volky popped that smoke, it just gives the position off,
I guess, but it's also making the assumption that ESG didn't know how many members of Team NoRecoil actually bailed out of there. But the moment you hear the vehicle, I think it's assumed that all of them decided to go. If not, this could be a bait, and that's why they kind of waited there and expected maybe one or even two people. But looking back at the screen here, FV were able to pick up that supply depot, and that's going to make one of their members super stacked.
Yes, Supply Depot, and they were the chicken dinner winners of the warm-up round today. So expectations probably a little bit there for them. Like, come on, guys, you can repeat that again. I'm sure their coaches are going like, guys, just repeat whatever you did. Just do it.
The thing is, when they had the interview, right, with the video just now, they lost. They say who's the one always the earliest to die? It was Akido. And this time it's the same thing happened again. And the thing is, they say it's a tactical kind of death, because when you die, you can see a wider field of vision. So maybe that's what he's doing with this round as well.
So Fredo here with 2 kills so far. What are your thoughts on this?
I mean, Yoodo looking honestly really stacked here. Level 3 backpack, 2 and 2. They're just looking for level 3 items at this point in time, but it's a start. It's definitely a start here. EVOS, they do spot out FV kind of, going in their convoy. I don't think they're going to waste too much time with it, because again, these vehicles are really tanky, and I don't think they have the firepower to take all of them out.
Yeah, that's true. And EVOS is around, still at the outskirts of Pachinki. Last survival actually just arrived, and they bomb into ESG next. Will they take down this team again? And the circle this time, you like it or not, you got a little bit of water area there.
Yeah, Gideon's gonna walk out of this.
No. Whoa. Wait till the next phase.
Okay. Hopefully, we'll end up in the small island on top of, just next to Rosshog. That's gonna be fun to watch.
Pochinki or Ruins. I'll take one or the other.
Pochinki is out of the question and equation already.
Okay, a little bit lower, so it just touches just the edge. Okay, I'll take that. Anything but that darn little island there covered in water.
Oh, you're actually begging for it too. Don't lie to me. I can see it in your face.
I'm already, my eyes are looking towards the door.
And here we go. So it looks like Geek. Oh, damn rude again. This guy's been doing the business for his team actually. And now they're very near with Bapak. But then again, looks like Bapak definitely does not know. Oh, H2O. They are playing it safe this time. They looks like they'll be holding on to this spot for a while. I think we have seen this before, at least in yesterday's games, that they've been holding the same spot.
For Bapa, yep, exactly true. And they kind of switched at the last minute with FV, which make them lost that game. But H2O Cloud, you have to pray for them. Just be the guardian angel from the clouds now, because they are being pinned down by Bapa. And I don't think H2O have a clue that they are being watched.
I absolutely cringed the moment that 6 saw H2O through that window. That's like,
Yeah, especially with the car. Like, my butt clenched a little bit. Like,
Do you have to say out loud? My goodness me.
It's a nervous moment, okay? It's nerve-wracking, man.
Yeah, but then talking about other teams in around Ruins, Geek fam, who won themselves one chicken dinner. There you go. This guy is rude. We remembered how he got himself a chicken dinner, but he got a decent quite of kills there as well.
It's, overall, this is his total amount of kills over the past couple of games, this including the scrim game. So far the stats are looking pretty decent.
Yeah, in fact, he's doing better than the fan favorite Fredo.
Don't bash me. That's not me. That's not me talking.
I'm looking
But
at you
wait for
guys.
it. Right now, Bosskurr is engaged by NoRecoil, who just left down to a few members. At the same time, they have also Bapak around the corner. So this is quite an interesting match we're looking at.
Not to mention that, you know, there is a significant numbers disparity here with, sorry, not Team Bosskurr, but Team NoRecoil because of the previous debacle in the early stages of the game, which is a little sad, not gonna lie. Couple of shots being shot here, but again, Team NoRecoil, it's a 2v3 situation as Bosskurr look to engage and go into the building and try to secure level 2 and the roof.
And looks like now Stewart, he had a little bit of panic shot there, and they are being pinned back on top, but looks like on the other side, we do see Stewart actually getting a couple of kills there. Pretty impressive indeed, but they still need to defend this area. We do see Palax here still deciding what to do. Do they want to rush up to the top, or do they want to let this go? Stewart has his eyes on the levels below him, and he goes in and out, just deciding, but looks like Bapak is coming nearer to their premise.
Oh,
no.
Looks
Yeah.
like they diverted towards the north side. They heard the shots and they're like,
They're like,
No, because it's like this is a hard game they're playing for both team, NoRecoil as well as Bosskurr, because it's just a different level, but you're on top of each other. You're gonna go for some time now.
yeah, and unfortunately, they did lose a member from the side of Team Bosskurr, so now they can't have someone, you know, stand outside, look towards the roof to give information to the rest of the team of how to do this, but look at just the surrounding team. Team 22, which is last survivors who are sniffing blood like, free kills.
What's you with butts, man? But back to Still Hearts. No, I don't want to go there. Still Hearts trying to make sure they are getting themselves into the safe zone as fast as possible. While they are being pinned down by no other than so many teams behind. Axis is there as well as the team of Dingoz MZ. And finally Stewart jumped down and they're gonna watch one out. There's still one more to go and it's just around the corner. Palak is staying quietly in the Dacia.
Oh man, this is not it. Honestly, no. Oh, Bosskurr's in trouble. But the 1v1 is won by Loyu. His body armor protected him significantly there. That level 3 has paid off. Team Bosskurr is eliminated for this round and going back to the lobby.
For one moment, I thought he gonna stay in the car.
That's what I thought too.
And when he hopped in, suddenly they're in the same car.
But that was call out as well. That's not the first time that we see Stewart 9K actually doing that kind of jump shot that's pretty beautiful. And we do see here now Lords and his teammates XP, they are pinned down here. They're using the terrain to their advantage, but how long can they be here? Because all the smokes really give out their position. Any grenades into that pit will be very devastating, but at the same time we do see that it looks like ESJ is in trouble right here. Pangu will be knocked out as well, including Romeo.
Yeah, it was last survivor coming up from the flanks actually. They didn't see that coming. And now ESG is kind of a predicament because there's so many teams surrounding them from all around the angle.
And look at EVOS right now. They realize, like, okay, we're right in the middle of everything. I think we need to reposition a little bit closer towards the edge of the next of the circle here, just so that we don't get collapsed on by Team 24, which is XPERT, who have a pretty decent position.
And we do see here now, looks like, Last Flex and also H2O, they are on a one-on-one mission right here. YKB against Flex and on the top. And in the middle, we do see XP. They are trapped in between everyone. It's a sandwich situation for them.
Don't forget, there's also Axis as well lying in the wakes.
And they're waiting for the golden time or golden moment to just rush and take the advantage. But H2O, Cloud, this is your team. Come on, I'm sorry, Cloud. There you go.
What?
That's the team that got themselves at 12th placement for H2O, doing a little bit okay this time around. But Stewart, they have been surviving for such a long time. They took a whole toll. On top of that, they're still going for more.
I mean, you gotta call it blood. You know, I'm at a disadvantage. The only way to even the planes is if we have even numbers.
Oh, that's quite true. They're going super aggressive. But Kuda, though, Kuda is trying to rush in. They're
thank God.
in the pit. Oh my goodness. Again, Axis being favored for the circle.
Yes, I'm just really glad that it didn't go over the water.
So close. And look, there's still 1% of water in there.
Yeah, we see that 1%.
Oh, whatever.
You're not out, but you're not out yet. And Axis right now, oh, Stewart, 9K. Just look at him. He's just outside there. But in front of him, it's all clear. So they are okay at where they are. They just need to let other teams fight it out at the moment. And we do see here Dingoz throwing out all the grenades that they do know. And from afar, they leave that shots out for FV, but looks like, oh, nice onto Grim there. Grim is now half-life thanks to the grenades, but they will still survive that.
Yeah, there's one more team. Still Hearts is actually out in the area where there's nobody actually around them. They're not really in the blue, but kind of stay still and might march in later on. But look at that, the bombs has been opened up and Manparang is quite out in the open solo and Drex is covering from the flanks here.
Yeah, Yoodo is making sure that EVOS can't really move out of their position as of right now. And again, oh, they finally take him down. They get the flank. They nail him. EVOS is the next to go back to the lobby.
And now we do see Fredo here spraying those shots, just giving those cover fire for his team while the revive goes out onto Jumper. Manparang is very, very nearby. They are in the circle right now, so they are in an okay position. But then again, the terrain doesn't seem to favor them so much. We do see here XP, they are on top. They do have that high ground vision if they want to access while they're in the middle. Looks like the loot is very near to them and smoke goes out. Looks like they may go for it.
And yeah, and just now got themselves at top 10 FV being wiped out by one of the team of Dingoz. While the rest of Dingoz need to reset and replenish their economy. Well, Bapak are still holding their fortress quite well. We do have Steelhearts just outside in the blue zone tanking a bit there.
And more importantly is that they have the structure. Yoodo, on the other hand, they have the landscape that's working for them really, really well. They just have to spread out a little bit to cover their flanks. And now they're nading Axis out of the smoke. They're in trouble. First one to drop Kuda is down, and the rest of the team is just struggling to breathe.
Oh no, Drax now is just being the NBA star. They just need to throw that. Oh, but Drax taking those damages. But Axis is now really, really in trouble. They are in the middle of nowhere right now. Drax just pulling off those shots, and those shots connect, and they take down one chick now. Oh, at the same time, Drax looked like you will pay the price as well.
Luckily,
that was really unfortunate. We didn't see that coming.
that's true, but luckily they did have the landscape to help him, so he can fall back.
Yep, that's true, and that's kind of helping him a lot. He's playing and abusing the terrain, but Fredo trying to take the place of Drax for now, keeping on the pressure for Team Axis. They want to shush them out. They want them to get out of the zone, forcing themselves to be out, and they will conquering this one place by themselves.
Oh, but look at this. Manparang spotting Stewart 9K from afar. But ooh, ouch, Manparang. You better be careful there. You only have a level 1 vest. Oh, but then it all connects. Stewart being dropped out by Manparang. So now they are in a very, very poor position.
Wait, can he actually see? Can he actually see them? He is trying to put pressure. He's trying to chip him down. He's got to keep it up, but he keeps reloading, and the rest of the team is getting pushed. So now he can't focus on it anymore. As now Impunity coming in with the vehicles. They're under heavy fire, but they might be able to win this out. Let's see these two squads go at it.
What are the odds when there's another team just gonna rush you in from the backside of your team now? Fredo have to cover on two sides of the map. There's one in front and there's one more behind Impunity. At the same time being pressured by Geek from the sides too. And look at that, Dingoz managed to get on Bapak at the same time.
Impunity wanted to do the backstab, but then again, looks like Drax, he's taking some damages there as well. He's trying to find the best location possible. He's just going up, going left, going right, and they do see that Impunity underneath the smoke, but looks like they will not engage for now. Fredo from a long shot will take that, but looks like he will just reset himself for now.
Yeah, Yoodo, by the way, just hit themselves a 10 kills mark just now in case you guys missed it on the left corner of the screen, and that marks them a lot of points this round.
Absolutely, and not to mention that the circle is in their favor because they have full control over this hill. And I think a lot of people are forgetting that the hill is pretty expansive here because all their flanks keep getting compromised, and Yoodo make sure that they are covering it.
And Yoodo right now, looks like they still have eyes on Impunity. Impunity, they are in a sticky situation right now. Axis, looks like they're letting Axis go for now. All eyes on the Impunity just because they're nearer. They have better vision onto Impunity, so it's not looking good for Impunity here. But looks like Fredo as well, he got another angle covered there because looks like Drax, Drax still has his eyes on Impunity. Fredo taking out 4-2-0 from Geek fam at the same time. Jumper has his eyes on Geek fam. They have eyes everywhere.
The drop.
Wow.
The drop just happened to have to do it, you know. Taunting around for the plays, but this is like you said, Gideon, is a very expensive hill. The one who conquers is actually having the safe spot, and the most important thing is they get the vision well. But Impunity managed to punish back Yoodo. Drax on his knees.
Oh boy, and Drax is supposed to keep watch over it. Jumper went to go and resupply, and now the rest of the team for both Fredo and Man is going over, and they take out 2 members of Impunity. Now their backs are absolutely clear. They just need to clear this out, and they have full control over the hill.
They have Jaeger there, but Jaeger is also in trouble now. We do see Manparang here just swapping out left and right, just going up and down. Looks like he's taking over Fredo's job. And now Manparang just not letting Axis go. Axis is just pinned down there. They are just helpless there. I'm not sure if they have any more utilities. I believe it's down, but Manparang looks like he's taking a couple of shots there, but nothing too big.
Yeah, Geek fam is actually scoping on him. But the blue, they got hit by Geek fam. And Dingoz is a free kill for Manparang here because it's so straightforward there, right out in his crosshair to finish it off. And the blue is actually helping him a lot.
This is just an absolute massacre right now. Jumper going super aggressive here. He makes his way over, and man, PRG is able to take out another one. Yoodo sweeping the floor. This is just the killing field.
Yoodo is really hanging on to this, and now Manparang from the top. He has vision. He gets it out, but not needed. Manparang will just put that help in, and they do take out Axis there at the same time. Impunity taking on a couple of kills there. Jumper now in trouble. Jumper needs some help, but then again, looks like it's a bit far. Looks like the cavalry is here, and the ambulance will arrive very soon. But then again, Dingoz on the other side. They definitely have eyes. Looks like Fredo managed to take out Jaeger at the same time.
And now it's down to top 2 teams. We have Dingoz who actually trying to rush into Yoodo gang, while Yoodo they try to revive and replenish, but no, not enough for Fredo. He is way out into the lobby, and now it's down to 2 versus 3 as Dingoz has the most mana and firepower.
This was their moment because Yoodo, again, Fredo was doing a really good job with Overwatch while Man was going in to save Jumper. However, they forgot about Dingoz, who gets a great shot onto Fredo, and now they have a significant disadvantage. No vehicles, caught out in the open, and the smokes are coming down. However, there's not a lot of cover to be working with unless you get right into the faces of the Dingoz.
Dingoz have a lot of advantage. They have the trees to them, but then again, the blue circle is also moving in. Will it close in? Close towards Yoodo. They are still hanging on. They're using the smokes. They don't have a vehicle anymore. Dingoz, they can just flank if they want to, but then again, it's also very risky. What if Manparang or Jumper, they're just that one skill better. And now GG looks like he's on half life. He needs to heal out and reset himself. Be prepared for the next round.
With in between only 10 trees to cover them up and a couple of stones here and there. And Manparang really try hard to get himself that visualization that he needs. But Jumper, there goes. He's trying to throw the nade, cooking it up. Will it hit one of the Dingoz? Because if they hit, it will be a chicken or still a long shot for him. It's kind of a hard part.
Looks like Nook, he's going for a very long flank here. They're going for a left and right attack because they can't look at 2 places at once. However, in terms of utility, they're running out. They still have some healing supply, so they need to end this right now with their numbers advantage. The smokes are still coming down because Yoodo has cleared out so many people that they're able to just restock themselves time and time and time again.
And now the circle will move in. This will force all the teams to move, especially for Yoodo because they're just at the edge of the circle. Nook, we do see him still moving slowly but surely, trying to flank there, they may see each other. Jumper and Nook, they may meet each other. They're doing the exact same thing.
And now they might just reveal themselves. Jumper is out from the smoke. That is a direct visualization from Marcel to Jumper, and Nook is covering both corners here. How Jumper gonna overcome from this? And there's no more smoke for Manparang as well.
This is looking really bad. The circle is closing it. It's forcing it though. Jumper throws it down. Is he going to throw another nade down? Yes, he does. But they get the initial hit. Oh! What a shot!
Wow!
Congratulations to Dingoz, who just fought themselves to the last breath, getting themselves their first chicken dinner of the day. Is it the first? Yeah,
Yes, their first chicken dinner of the day. But you can't count on Team Yoodo because they did a Yoodo gang. Sorry, they did so well. I'm pretty sure even though they only got second, their kill score is just gonna shoot them up.
Yeah, I think they hit more than 10 kills just now.
Yeah, we got the notification that they hit more than 10 kills, so that's a lot of points there. Plus their placement of second place